Back to tranquility. It is another dive into the EU Harmony tier. My name will be Gio, and I will be Cassie for today, and I'm joined by my good friend Crumble. How you doing?
I'm doing
Keep us
pretty
in.
good. It's my first time here in this void with hexagon-shaped bubbles flying up, and it's very nice, very spacious. I'm liking it here so far.
Mm,
Yeah, it's great to be here. I've watched a couple of the games so far. Looks to be very, very entertaining. And of course, Joe, we do have a bit of an ace of a team on our hands today. A team that's been
yes.
doing particularly well.
Yeah, so actually, Hope Guardians are the front runners right now, as it stands in the Harmony tier, and they'll be up against Hive Mind, who are looking to dethrone Hope Guardians, who are currently the undefeated team of the Harmony EU tier. As you know, it's 3-0 to them. Their record up against Hive Mind is 2-1, so it's not incredibly different, but it does start to show that Hope Guardians may be starting to get the edge in this tier.
Yeah, absolutely. They're looking really, really strong here. Both teams have basically the same matched SR. We've got, that average SR of around 2600 with a couple players peaking up to 2800. I don't know these players at all. So I'm really looking forward to learning about these players, seeing them overcome obstacles, fight together as
Yes,
teams.
and of course the biggest obstacle will be 2 CP.
Yes, yeah, because
But no, we're
2CP is 2CP in this? Yes, it is,
yes,
isn't it?
there is, yes, 2 CP is in this, and well,
Oh
we'll be
boy.
starting with Control. Nepal will be our first map, and I think that's a nice one to start off with. I like Nepal; it offers lots of opportunities to play different compositions, and that'll start to let you see, what the teams like to play.
Yeah, absolutely. Nepal can be home to a bunch of different compositions here. You got your class. I mean, look, realistically, you can play, especially on these control map types, you can play a lot of these ball rotate, like ball comps that you often see in higher levels with the ball, and you've got the Zen break back line. You got these all these moving parts. But on Nepal, yeah, you see a lot of stuff actually. You sometimes see a bit of monkey rush. Regular Rhine rush is also pretty common. But then you're right. Then you have maps like Village, where we tend to see a lot of the time that standard like Symmetra Rush, where people are setting up on point with TPs and the Symmetra turrets. So some varying compositions here.
Yeah, and of course we are in the Harmony tier, which means you're going to see a range from, that 2,000 to 3,000 mark. A lot of these teams are going to be in mid, kind of maybe mid plat, kind of low plat area, 2.5 ish, which is around where we are. I think this matchup will average out about 2.6, and at
Yeah.
that point, hard meta isn't so much of like the
Yeah.
jail as it is for the higher folks.
Oh boy, yeah. I hear that too many a time. Some of us have had to go against just straight ball comps all the way. But yeah, you're right. There is a bit more leeway, and I think a lot of the time it can be a lot more entertaining. You see stuff
Yes, yeah.
maybe that you're not so used to seeing. Um, I mean, who knows? Again, like you said, Nepal is one of those maps. You really can pull out a lot of different things. I think Control is a really nice kind of blank canvas to see what teams are capable of. I always love watching. I'm glad the fact that Control is first in the regular map rotations
Yeah.
for most matches, because I feel like, I don't know if you agree, it's just such a nice blank canvas. It's not like you have that payload that you have to push in the certain direction. There's tons of angles that you can come out from, and teams can really, be creative. And I'm looking forward to seeing what these two teams paint for us today.
Absolutely. Now, not to mean EU. I mean, we're both EU, so we're shooting at ourselves here. But flat team EU that plays Brawl is sort of the meme, right? So
Yeah.
I am expecting to see teams lean towards that. I'm hoping to be shocked. I like to
Yeah.
see the variety and spice. I mean, I've watched Torb one trick teams take it all the way to grand finals before, so it really is down to the individual player and what their strengths are.
Yeah, absolutely. I do think that obviously, to a certain degree, hey, none of us here are Overwatch League level players. I feel like to a large
Speak for
extent,
yourself.
to a large extent, I feel that comfort picks can often be the way out of that box that we like to call meta. Like you said, you may see a Torb one trick, you may see a Doom one trick. Doesn't really matter as long as the team has good synergy with it, and you're playing around these kind of maybe not so regular picks. Then things can always work out, and I'm hoping to see something a bit crazy here, Gio.
Yes, and teams now settling in to the map proper, and we will be starting off in Village. And
Yes.
yep, the Symmetra TPs is what I'm expecting, but I do like to see when teams pull out the Pharah. You often see Pharah comps come out, it'll be the Ball and the Diva. So let's have a
Hmm.
little look at what
Let's
these
have a
teams will
look at what they're
pick.
gonna be doing. Yeah, both straight. Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly what we
It's
expected.
gonna be a slobber knocker.
Yeah, it's gonna be exactly what we expected to see. To be fair though, great composition. I really do enjoy TP based rush compositions, especially when a lot of the time these Symmetra players can pull out some really creative TPs. Often what you see is they'll place the TP on the high ground bridge once they take control of the point. And there's some cool rotations, possibly. Both teams going to be coming out on the top. Oh no, never mind. Both teams are going to be coming out on into the center of village, and we'll see what it's like when they clash.
Yeah, looks like it's gonna be Hope Guardians getting there a little bit first, giving them that advantage, and they rush right in with a good wall. There goes the Symmetra.
Symmetra down, out of the fight. That's a large amount of damage completely gone in this team fight. And Hope Guardians are going to completely waltz on in, claim this territory for their own. Nice wall to finish it up. Hopefully they're going to be able to get these cleanup kills. It doesn't really matter though, because they're going to be able to take control of the point. Norak and Darkson be cleaning up this fight nicely. And Hope Guardians taking this one in a stride.
Oh, that is a D-Mech that you're going to really regret. Gonna have to swap or jump off the map there. Yeah, once that Symmetra beam got to level 3 for Shinbo, and of course Lobsy was out early, that just meant there was so much damage on the side of Hope Guardians. Now, Hive Mind looking to come back into this one. They are a little closer to their shatter, but they have to watch because Narrow.
Oh, but he gets cancelled by Bull. He's got the shatter of his own. The Rhine is down. No shield. Block it for him today. Darkson's going to even the tides, though, and the huge wall separates the teams. Hope Guardians are able to take care of this one nicely without their Reinhardt. Shinbo falling a little bit low there, but looks like they're able to sustain on the point. Great wall there from the Symmetra. So much damage. Look at that beam just tearing through. And the Hope Guardians kind of just stalling them out a little bit, but the shatter comes out.
Oh, yeah, it sneaks past the shield, gets a few forces, the Immortality Field to come out, but here is the beat from both sides to sustain them. A little bit of a flank. This Blizzard is huge. The wall protects some of them, but will not be able to get John Cog the safety that they need there, as Dark Sun is going to get that elimination. Hive Mind struggling on this attack. Here they're split.
Yeah, without that Lucio, it's very difficult to contain your team all together in this rush composition, and we're going to see the absolute we're gonna see that in action. They're all gonna end up falling here. Lobsy switching onto the oh, that's a shame. I think that would look a bit like a panic hold.
Huge from the Diva. There's a shatter from Narrow
Okay.
to finish it up. This fight's really prolonged, and that's good for Hope Guardians as they've had the point this entire time. This is looking real rough for Hive Mind right now.
Yeah, maybe a bit of an overall with that. Oh, okay. Bit of aggression there. We love to see it, you know. The Mortality Field is going to be used. The window is there to help stay down. What a charge. But Ball is going to get taken out. That was a ballsy little charge there.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah. Honestly, great stuff. I really want to pinpoint Darkson. Really good at controlling the space with these walls on the Mei. I think definitely one of like a lot. Definitely, if we're looking at the Mei's in comparison, doing so much more damage. I think that can be said for the DPS, both DPS on the sides of Hope Guardians.
Absolutely. I mean, that was Hope Guardians just controlling that one, and it was like they were teasing Hive Mind in. It was like there was the chance of being able to save it, but obviously unable to, as they were just in control of the point for that entire fight, which I think lasted like 2 to 3 minutes there.
Yeah, Monkey Rush possibly on both sides. I think we're going to see mirrors. I think we got the TP, though, from Hope Guardians. Want to get out the doors a little bit faster. Okay, we're going to see the Tracer here from Darkson. Nice. Projectile player. Well, what it seems to be a knowledgeable projectile player with the May Icicles playing on the Tracer. May Tracer is not really a hero pool you see too often, but yeah, just a bit of counter rotation here. We'll
Yeah, but
see,
that's
Gio,
going to
which
give
team.
the edge for the hack. But that's a big jump in. Deep Ball is in a lot of trouble, but the follow-up is there. The rushing in, but Narrow is going to find Cinnamon. That's that main healing going for the side of Hive Mind already. They're going to struggle to continue to stay up in the sustained fight as, you know, this plays like a brawl. It may have Monkey Diva, but this is really a brawl composition. You're a
Yeah.
hybrid, and that's going to just send Hive
Oh
Mind
my God.
all the way back to spawn.
Shinbo cleaning up here, cleaning house. And yeah, you really do see what that Tracer does. It has just, at the end of the day, got more raw damage than the Sombra does, but the Sombra gets that value of the hack. So we really, really want to see Lobsy here. Look for the hacks. We're looking for it. Looking for something.
Yeah, not quite at EMP yet. Gonna hack out the Reaper. That's actually a good pick. Shinbo could be in trouble here, but getting healed up from the Moira is going to be able to stay alive until Lopsy is going to lop their head off, send them quickly back to spawn. EMP prepared here. Thinking about using there, but the players have rotated. Lopsy is low, and here comes the coalescence for the Hope Guardians. The
it's
EMP is huge.
It catches 3. The beat was cast by Norak. What a beat, and he gets the boop onto Jonko. Norak on the Lucio, really clutching things out here. Was that a boop onto the... Oh, no, you managed to get back up. Yeah, wow, really wow, lots of ults committed here from Hope Guns. I think they used the beat and the cold, the primal, and the blossom. So that's a lot of ults there, but they're going to keep the point control. And now pushing up to 60%. We're coming into the last couple fights of the round.
Yeah, not too much, as you said, on Hope Guardian's side, but they will be looking for the Blossom coming out from Lojo here, who does have this prepared. It needs to be a hack onto the Diva, really, if they want to get value from it. Here it comes. It's going to find Shinbone, Kaiten, and as well the Diva, who bombed. Outstanding stuff from the Reaper.
Yeah. It's really sometimes difficult to find that value just from an ultimate, but Hive Mind really, really did it. It managed to find the value just from Blossom and the Blossom alone. Hope Guardians not looking too good off that fight. Really got rolled over. I mean, that's what you don't get when you don't have the Sombra. You're not able to just shut down ultimates as easy. So, you know, Lojo can just kind of walk in there, waltz in there, just use his Blossom and do whatever he likes.
Yep, now rotating on the left, Darkson trying to get this pulse bomb off is going to be a matter of getting it through the Diva Matrix as they're engaged in a bit of a scrap here. No one quite going too low yet. Out comes the pulse bomb, finds dead air. Hack onto the Diva, but no follow-up. Here comes the Primal to go deep with this coalescence as well from Cinnamon, looking to get the value, but it's still, no one has died yet.
The coalescence is sustaining his fight and the beat as well from Norak. We're going to see one get as well from Joko. He's going to use that beat as well, sustaining the fight, but he fell off the map. He fell off the map with the beat, Joe. How did that even happen? Oh my, I would love to see an instant replay of that.
Yeah, and it's a replay with some sad violins playing.
Yeah,
it's
God,
not something you want to see.
That's I don't think they're even gonna be able to get a touch. That is such a sad ending to the round. No, they can.
Oh,
no, they can
yeah,
get a touch.
just touching their Cinnamon, but it's, you know, it's final fight. It's all that she wrote here in the PAL. Oh, that's an oof if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, that is it's kind of rough, Gio. I can be honest with you. Yeah, here's the wonderful Blossom here from Lojo.
This is very nice. This really opened up.
Oh,
for
it's
Hive
walked
Mind.
in. Yeah, look at this.
I think really it's a bit of a mistake.
Oh,
to go for
the
bomb
Winston
here.
bubble. The
Yeah,
Winston bubble protected him. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, the Winston bubble was nice, but it was a bit of a misplay there from Bezau to actually bomb there, because really you should be expecting that Blossom and you need that Diva Matrix. So the bomb there was dangerous and really gave that opportunity, and it was taken by Lojo.
Yeah, he took advantage of it for sure. I gotta say though, looking like exactly what we exactly what you predicted with the EU stereotypes of basically just rush. But hey, it's a really fun composition to watch, especially on a map like Nepal. Lots of variation. It's nice to see the variation with the monkey rush compositions. Zombie because whatever you want to call it.
So usually with the 6-man, right?
Mm.
It's the Reaper that you can swap with the Tracer usually. But they decided to swap
Yeah.
out the Sombra not for an Echo, which you sometimes see on maps of high ground, but with the Tracer. So completely nullifying the fact that to play around the EMP. So it was an interesting one to see it actually work out also.
Yeah, I mean Tracer Reaper. You don't really normally see that. I mean, I'm used to kind of seeing more like you said, Sombra Reaper or Sombra Tracer or even Sombra Echo or Tracer Echo. Tracer Reaper isn't something you really see normally. It looks like we're jumping into 2CP for our second map, Temple of Anubis. Looking good. Honestly, not the worst 2CP map. Let's be honest. It's not too shabby. I'm a Volskaya hater myself.
I see it.
A little bit of a Volskaya hater.
Well,
Jumping
we
straight
will
into it.
see what these teams choose. It's likely to be
Maybe
the
double
kind of
shields?
double bubble
Yeah.
attack is what I see a lot of teams at this elo like to play.
Hmm. Yeah.
You play around that EMP, you get
Yeah.
those soft dives in. Yep.
These predictions just crazy.
What
Gio.
what can I say? I'm used to
What can you
casting
say?
this level, you know.
Shinbo Torb.
Oh,
Torb?
for
Yes,
real?
please.
Oh, please actually give me
Yes.
the Torbjorn.
Oh, he's
It
actually
looks like
playing
yeah,
it.
they're
Oh,
they're
wow.
out.
Oh,
Let's
this is
go.
great. This is great. Also, underrated Torbjorn skin. Can we just say that is a fantastic Torbjorn skin? Look at that.
Oh, skins
The
are all
lumberjack man.
interesting.
That little lumberjack man. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at him go.
Lumberjack man.
Lumberjack man. There you go. That's a nice
You
close
get
up.
the XP off it.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right.
Uh,
The double bubble is really common because it definitely has. It's a very simple composition to understand. You know, you commit all your abilities. Your monkey, he dives in. You get that ult charge from the for the Arna for the nano boost. It's you know, it is a simple idea, but the execution is another thing coming into this fight, Gio.
Yeah, and of course, taking that damage, it's all about building up this nano. Sometimes in the defense, you just want to avoid shooting the Winston as much as you can. Because realistically, it's not going to do enough damage to force anyone out unless you've got the Mercy in a bad position. Oh, Lobsy almost went down there, but it is going to be
That's
Cinnamon
bad.
to that Dynamite.
Yeah, and now Ball is going to be taking all this damage for nothing. You know, the reason why you want the monkey to take that damage is because you wanted to charge that nano.
Oh.
Now Cinnamon, wait, Lopsy, what are you doing? What are you
Oh
doing
no!
over there? Oh, the
Kaiten.
disrespect.
Kaiten throws the Glock out.
That's-
Kaiten death. Oh my lord.
Darkson seems to have a really, really wide hero pool. Tracer, Mei, and Ash we've seen so far. Very wide hero pool. Looking forward to see what they are going to bring to the table next. Cinnamon, now with this nano, Ball's going to have to utilize this correctly. He's going to dive onto this high ground, and he's now just mark my words.
On the side, Lojo's recall was forced out by the turret. Shinbo
Oh.
getting the value there. Nano comes out onto the Orisa.
Oh,
try and
190.
solve the issue, but Ball is getting the value with this Nano onto them. Now with the Primal Rage, unlocking that Angori Monkey. And
Angori
just
Monkey.
going mad on the defense. They're holding in. Dark Sun with the ball.
Yeah, Darksen being the pillar of hope to keep Hope Guardians alive, literally in the name. Keeping it alive. How is this going on right now? The Bob getting massive value, but it's not going to be enough to win them out this fight. Definitely impressive stuff, though, from Darksen. Definitely a star deep. Wait, they're going in. Shinbo's coming in with the Molten Core. I think it might be a throwaway ult because I think he might be wanting to switch.
Yeah,
I love the
that's a bit.
commitment.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's,
no,
that's
Naruto
a bit of an
switching?
overcommitment if there's no switch coming in on the defense, but this is
Oh.
yeah, this is a nice
Yeah,
touch
sure.
here. It's trying to force out an ultimate, trying to stop the follow-up
Yeah.
because you want to be careful of the snowball because they've got that combination of pulse bomb grav. That could be bad, especially if the rally to enter them. So Hope Guardians really need to hold in here.
Yeah, looked like it wasn't a throwaway ult here, and their Hope Guardians are kind of in a tricky position now. They're in between compositions. They have a ball comp going on, but that Arna's really vulnerable here. Doesn't really have a monkey to counter dive. They got the break, but other than that, I mean, it's going to be all in on the Arna. Nice dynamite coming in from Darks, and definitely consistent damage here, but can it match the likes of these 5 ultimates coming out for Hive Mind?
Yeah, here comes a duplicate from Lobsy actually onto the Brigitte to, I guess, get the rally and sustainability. Rally coming out from the true, real Brigitte here as they're
Two
cementing
rallies.
themselves on point. Yeah, the double rally. Now that's a nightmare for every Overwatch player.
Yeah, there's nothing, there's nothing scarier than one.
Whoa, the
Oh
grab!
my god, what a grab! Holy moly! And yeah, Hive Mind had the ults to back themselves up, and although the store's coming out, we have the Darkson on the Tracer. Good touch, to be fair. Hope Guardian seems to be quite good at that, but
Yeah, Hive Mind in a good position here, just trying to keep them away from the touch. Shinbo's going to come in with
oh,
that
one anti
ultimate.
though.
We're gonna get, yeah. Oh, that is a nice anti. Could get some follow-up. Narrow will get onto Cinnamon. That is a very good pick. You've got a lot of that healing out now from the attacking team.
No way! No way! Narrow and
CP.
Darkson. Yeah, I guess Narrow and Darkson hold this second point by a thread, dangling it in front of Hive Mind's Queen Bee, saying, no, 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 not today.
Yeah, very nice stuff. Norak got that very good anti-nade, followed up on by Narrow, who also got the mines. I believe booped someone into the mines as well to get that elimination. Very good play from Narrow and Norak. Now in the defense, they have swap from Torb to Junk. That's a beautiful little switch there. Of course,
Yeah,
it is very much a
from
Junk
one
map.
off-meta pick to another. We love to see it. Love to see it. Yeah, coming into this fight. Still playing the ball. I'm interested by this ball pick because it doesn't really fit too well into it. For the most part.
It's checking these angles. Here comes a little bit of a dive, and that's actually going to take Shinbo down with just the neutral there. Pulse Bomb coming into Kaiten. Lots of advantage here for the attacking team of Hope Gardens. They push in very good anti-nade as well onto the defenders. Sorry, the attackers. And as they're kind of cementing themselves on point, this is a bad position for Norak to be in.
Yeah, and the rally was used to sustain them as well. They've got all that overheld, but so does the two-man bomb, and Darks is going to follow up with a beautiful headshot onto Lojo. Hope Guardians, really fitting of the name, because no matter what, when the fight is so close, they manage to pull it out. The nano has been applied onto Bull. You can see how badly both teams want this. Lobsy trying to copy the brig yet again. Not going to get that double rally this time. Shinbo, though, coming out with the tie. Going to find a pick onto Lobsy. The picks are coming back and forth here. But Hope Guardians looking to keep it strong. Somehow, Gio, they pull it back.
Yeah, holding in strong there. It took them a little while to really fully engage the attacking team, and that's kind of what gave the defenders the opportunity to hold in. Now you see Narrow with this mines ready for the defense. 1 minute to go. Eyes are going to be on edges, though, looking out for this grab. Of course, Bizao could eat it up and try and cancel that quickly.
Honestly, Joe, I'm expecting a nano bob in this last fight. I would not put it past them here.
Really?
If it was me, I would do it. Now we're going into the back line. Taking a lot of damage there. He's going to have to force the E out. Oh, wow. That is scary.
Just, and that actually gave Darkson the advantage.
Oh my lord, what a shot.
Very good. And this is very good time to get eliminations because you're looking at 30 seconds. And this is a long point to get back from spawn, so that's pretty much what is going to be the length of a fight.
Yeah, when you turn, when you're getting those stagger picks with a minute remaining, you're turning possibly two fights with maybe some overtime touches into one fight. And right now, Narrow's just doing such a good job of weaseling his way through the back line into the front line and staying alive just long enough. The rally comes out from Kitten to sustain them, and the sustain is there. Shinbo finds a pick. Darks are going to follow up as well. The DPS on the side. Oh, God, he's going to do
there
so
it
well.
is. The E of the grab, that's
Oh,
going to be the main defining thing. The Bob as well getting the value on point. That's going to be all that she wrote. Bob is going to get his full name of Robert because he did such good work. I got to say, Narrow got away with murder there.
Yes. Which is surprising. I mean, when you have a brig on the enemy team, expect them to be, checking that ball at every single possible opportunity, but it just didn't really happen. And Narrow, I think, got away with way more than they should have because they were there, weaseling their way through the back line, just honestly chilling. It was kind of funny. I'm not going to lie to you, Gio. It was just, getting caught onto 90 health and just, rolling back through the enemies back to your team. Love to see it.
Yeah, I gotta say, Narrow really showed up there. So many resources were used right before the final fight. Talking personal bubble for Zarya, you're talking the healing resources, the echo movement all came out to try and stop Narrow. So there was way too much attention on them. Really just like a oh, what's it called? The people who with bulls and they've got the red carpet things.
Oh no, it slipped my
Chat will
mind.
tell us. Chat will tell us in
Chat will
three
tell us
minutes.
in 3 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. Or we'll just remember. Uh,
Or that.
yeah, absolutely Darkson. Oh wow, this player is something else. He has been hitting so many shots in the Ash. We're gonna see him move over onto the Tracer. I really did see him doing a lot of consistent damage on the Tracer, on the pool. Looking forward to seeing a little bit more from him. Bit of a wacky combination of DPS here. Got the Ash May looking to have a bit more, maybe a split little angle here with the Sigma and the Ash. Maybe just for that shield for the Ash to utilize. Shimbo, he's staring down at
Shin-
Cinnamon. He
yeah,
wants
this is
that,
this
man.
is a this is a big scout, probably coordinating something here. Oh, yeah, it
Oh,
was meant to coordinate F narrow, a little bit mistiming, but that's okay. They have gotten value already by turning the heads of the attacking team, and they've completely left their defensive position here.
yeah, Shinbo gets caught out, unfortunately, but Darkson is there. Darkson is there with the damage. Junko is now the only healing available for Hive Mind. Only Lucio's and Lojo falling so low. He's going to be taken out by Bizornos. I'm pretty sure from very far away with those tiny little Diva pellets. And now, no way Narrow Lucio, right? Yeah, okay. That would be ridiculous. Okay, looks like Hive Mind are going to be able to just barely hold on to this one. But, wow, it is looking
Yeah,
closer.
we have found the limits of what Narrow can get away with in this match. That's for sure. Yeah, defending here, I think moving to the point was probably the correct choice there as they just hunkered together with this brawl composition. And of course, you got to be careful of that May if you're a movement-based character and you start to get slowed and even frozen by that. It's gonna be a tough time for you. Blizzard ready on the defense.
Nice point pressure coming out.
Woo!
Okay, well, it's only good point pressure if you don't get absolutely decimated while trying to. Oh my god, we thought Darkson was the one headshotting Tracers, but Mojo coming out here on the Ash, lots of damage, great dynamites, my ad as well. Already got that Bob, looking good.
Yeah, big slam there into the midst of the defense. Narrow going to cut off the right heart of their
no!
minds. What a great decision.
Yeah, beat comes out from Junko, trying to keep some assembly of unity here for Hive Mind. The Bob is also used. Lojo looking comfortable on this bridge position. Darkson's really trying to find some kills here on the Tracer. Hope Guardians are trying their absolute best. Lojo on that bridge, on the Ash, is going to get taken out. Just as I'm about to compliment him. Going to get taken out by Narrow on the ball here with a great slam. And Hive Mind are really trying to hang on to this. Oh, but the EMP!
The EMP! It's going to get free of the members, but will cancel out that Sigma. Oh, Shinbo in a bit of a problem. Going to need to get out of there. Bull has the shatter ready if they need to use it here to sustain, as Bull has just been an absolute boulder on point.
Titan getting away with the res onto edges. Somehow.
Great res there from Chitin. That's pretty much going to confirm this attack here. Getting away with some crazy stuff here. Dark Sun playing out of their goddamn mind on the Tracer as well.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Res onto Narrow. I meant to say Chitin just getting a kill to edges and then getting the res on Narrow. Sneaky Mercy plays. Yeah, looks like they're going to be able to take control of this one. This is definitely more of a kind of classic ball composition with the Tracer Sombra. The Mercy is a bit odd, though, because the Mercy doesn't really have anything to really support. I mean, you really want the Mercy for the damage boost, and if not, you kind of just want a Brig to protect your honor. It's working, so yeah, you can't don't broke.
Either way, they are
fix what
close to
broke.
Nano, but they're up against Beat, Blizzard, Shatter, very defensive ultimates here on the second point. If they can get a hack here onto the...
What is that?
No way!
Obviously getting a ridiculous headshot, and maybe didn't need the beat there. Maybe a bit of an overall, but I mean, hey, they still have the Bob and the Shatter. They just really want this defense. They really want this map, and Hope Guardians are going to be coming in with this Nano next. They're going to be a little bit afraid of that.
But Hive Mind are happy, right? Because
Oh yeah.
the defense there was definitely trigger happy. They got 2 limbs, then they decided to invest their ultimates. Here comes another hack. Gonna get caught out this time.
Is going to get caught out. Darkson's trying to look for something, trying to look for a bomb, I think, but Cinnamon's going to take out Narrow. And with that, Darkson's partner in crime. The bomb is going to be put onto point by Lojo.
Oh,
Again,
a
Kaito
big
getting off
sleep.
these reses somehow.
Ooh.
Okay, okay. The headshot's coming through from the DPS on the side of Hive Mind. Showing Hope Guardians, they can match the mechanical skill that we've seen from Darkson and Shinbo so
Yeah,
far.
very nice stuff there from the defense. Hive Mind really holding it in, and you know it's a winnable condition right now. We've got 2 minutes. You need to prevent them from getting 2 and just over a half ticks. And still got some very defensive ultimate. Shinbo not quite this EMP yet. Probably looking to get a nano soon or to force out some defensive ults though.
Yeah, Hive Mind's ult rotation looking pretty nice coming in here. Shinbo getting a nice hack onto Lobsy. I think just trying to charge that EMP up as much as possible. Lobsy! What is this man doing? He won't let Darkson breathe or live. He keeps just destroying him with these headshots. I don't even know what to say. Unsung hero on the maid. And now, you know, at the head of the orchestra, just beaming out them vocal lines.
Yeah, it's a musical masterpiece, but right now someone's sleeping during the performance. The rain has created an opportunity for Darksun to get in, take out Lobsy, that main player you're talking about. Kaiten's going to come in with the Valk, and EMP is on the ready.
Nice on the ready. Shinbo's looking for it. He's being a bit delayed with his entry. It's going to be a big one. They use the bomb and the EMP. They find Bol. He was hacked up. Couldn't put up that shield. No shatter to be used either. The bomb and the Sigma ult come out to just try and force Hope Guardians off the point, but the mines come out. And the nano onto Narrow. So many resources plunged into Narrow, trying to keep him alive in this fight. We're looking at last fight territory here, Joe. And Lojo isn't having any of it.
Yeah, the defense are holding in, and there's a big shatter onto 2 members there. Follow-up might be struggle. Bol might have overstepped.
Ooh, he's kept alive here.
Yeah, kept alive by the support line. Very nicely done. And yeah, it's 16 seconds to go. If this Anno goes down, that's a huge issue for the attacking team. But nope, gonna stay alive.
There might be a touch here. Yeah, looks like Shinbo's going to be going for this touch on point. Bol is sleeping once again. Postman comes out. Bol is so low, but the immortality field gives him up. Lojo somehow finds a pick onto Shinbo in the midst of it all. Lobsy has that Mayo online, ready to take control of the point. Now's the window as well, but they're being patient with it. They're letting Hope Guardians just wither away in front of them.
Blizzard's going to come out. That's going to take down the Diva who was demeched there. Got to watch for the res though as Kaiten comes up big again, but Norak going down to the dynamite. That's a lot of the healing gone. Lobsy going to immediately get rid of the newly res baby Diva. That's an Hive Mind holding in. They're going to get this one. It's only Kaiten. Kaiten can't do it all. And that's going to be Hive Mind equalizing the series 1-1.
Yeah, going up against Hope Guardians, a team that have had an incredibly good rep so far. Yeah, it's no small feat to take a map from them at all, and we saw Hive Mind really come together here. Oh, what a grab though this was! This was incredible. Yeah, not only did it force him off point, but it was just caught I think 3 people or something, and he was also full charge, so just ridiculous amounts of damage. Well,
absolutely, yeah, very good stuff there from both sides, but it was going to be Hive Mind that's going to hold in. Now equalizing, like to see it. You know, I was a little concerned, and Nepal was a little one-sided, but some teams they do seem to have that curse where the first map not quite going their way. But certainly, if there's any questions of needing to warm up or shake it off, then I mean, I think Hive Mind have definitely done it here.
Yeah, they've evened the score. I think that really does show as well. I think more than anything, Hive Mind really kept their cool under the pressure of these last fights, and the fact that, you know, you're hanging on to, what was it, 3.5 minutes on a second point on 2CP. That can go either way. It's a scary situation to be in, and especially at the time, I'm pretty sure Hope Guardians looked to have a pretty decent, like they had a good ult bank, and they had that momentum coming in from the first point, which again 2CP.
That'll last.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're halfway through. That means it is now half time. So do not change the channel. Do not go watch any other streamers. I'm watching. There will be more of this match to come after a brief 10-minute break. We'll catch you after the ads.
Maybe. I don't know.
There's no ads.
No.
Yeah, it's just a break.
Yeah.
Friend, but now I see you in a new light. We're getting older. There's a sparkle in your eyes that wasn't there before. You give me butterflies. It makes me wonder if there could be something more. We were only kids when we first met. Now let's discover why we haven't yet. I don't wanna wonder what could have been. So baby, take my hand and let my love in. Let my love in.
Narrow to finish it off. This fight's really prolonged, and that's good for Hope Guardians as they've had the point this entire time. This is looking real rough for Hive Mind right now.
Yeah, maybe a bit of an overall with that. Oh, okay. Bit of aggression there. We love to see it, you know. The mortality field is going to be used. The window is there to help stay down. What a charge. But ball is going to get taken out. That was a ballsy little charge there.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah. Honestly, great stuff.
And here comes the coalescence for the Hope Guardians. The
Oh, it's
EMP is huge.
It catches 3. The beat was cast though by Norak. What a beat. And he gets the boop onto Jonko. Norak on the Lucio, really clutching things out here. Was that a boop onto the... Oh, no, you managed to get back up. Yeah, wow, really wow, lots of ults committed here from Hope Guardians. I think they used the beat and the cold, the primal, and the blossom. So that's but they're gonna keep the point control and now pushing up to 60%. We're coming into the last couple fights of the round.
Yeah, not too much, as you said, on Hope Guardian's side, but they will be looking for the Blossom coming out from Lojo here, who does have this prepared. It needs to be a hack onto the Diva, really, if they want to get value from it. Here it comes. It's going to find Shinbone, Kaiten, and as well the Diva, who bombed outstanding stuff from the Reaper. The issue, but Ball is getting the value with this nano onto them. Now with the Primal Rage, unlocking that Angori Monkey and
Angori
just
Monkey.
going mad on the defense. They're holding in. Dark Sun with the ball.
Yeah, Darksen being the pillar of hope to keep Hope Guardians alive, literally in the name. Keeping it alive. How is this going on right now? The Bob getting massive value, but it's not going to be enough to win them out this fight. Definitely impressive stuff though from Dark.
Taking these angles, here comes a little bit of a dive, and that's actually going to take Shinbo down with just the neutral there. Pulse Bomb coming into Kaiten, lots of advantage here for the attacking team of Hope Guardians. They push in very good anti-nade as well onto the defenders, the attackers. And as they're kind of cementing themselves on point, this is a bad position for Norak to be in.
Yeah, and the rally was used to sustain them as well. They've got all that overheld, but so does the two-man bomb, and Darks is going to fall.
For this Grav, Horse, the Zhao could eat it up and try and cancel that quickly.
Honestly, Joe, I'm expecting a nano bob in this last fight. I would not put it past them here.
Really?
If it was me, I would do it. Now we're going into the back line. Taking a
Well,
lot
I
of
guess-
damage there. He's going to have to force the E out. Oh, wow. That is scary.
Just, and that actually gave Dark Sun the advantage.
Oh my lord. To pick onto Shinvo in the midst of it all. Lobsy has that Mayo online, ready to take control of the point. And now's the window as well, but they're being patient with it. They're letting Hope Guardians just wither away in front of them.
Blizzard's going to come out. That's going to take down the Diva, who was demeched there. Gotta watch for the res though as Kaiten comes up big again, but Norak going down to the dynamite. That's a lot of the healing gone. Lobsy going to immediately get rid of the newly res baby Diva. That's an Hive a shatter from Narrow to finish it up. This fight's really. I almost want to do like a
15, I remember car rides, small fights, conversations all night. I never saw you as anything more than a friend, but now I see you in a new light. We're getting older. There's a sparkle in your eyes that wasn't there before. You give me butterflies. It makes me wonder if there could be something more. We were only kids when we first met. Now let's discover what we haven't yet. I don't wanna wonder what could have been. So baby, take my hand and let my love in. When we were 15, I remember car rides, conversations all night. When we were 15.
Hello and howdy, folks, and welcome back. Nice to see you again after this. It's been so long. It's really been so long. I missed you. Missed you.
Been so long since we saw the last match, which was 2CP. But don't worry, we're going to remedy it with everyone's favorite. King's Row is up next, of course. The classic map, Scrim's Row, Scrim EU Row. You could
Yeah,
also
Scrim EU Row, love that. Yeah, moving on to King's Row. I mean, like, it's going to be playing into what we've seen from both of these teams, which is mainly the rush. If we see anything other than that, I'll be extremely shocked.
Yeah, lots of brawl compositions have came out so far. Even on Temple of Anubis, that's what Hive Mind actually used to get that defense in. So, do Hive Mind have the advantage? It didn't look like on the PAL, but when playing Brawl on Anubis, they did seem to have the edge.
Yeah. On Temple of Anubis, I think they just had a better footing, really. most of the time. I do think that DPS played a little bit better than Hope Guardians. Darkson was definitely pulling his weight, but it felt like Hive Mind just collectively were doing very well. And the ult rotations, gotta say, just were really stellar from Hive Mind. Very, very patient with their ults. Like, Hope Guardians were jumping onto point. They weren't using all their ults straight away. They were using them bit by bit, and that really, really does count, especially when you end up getting into these last fights territories, and every single percentage close to an ult matters.
Definitely. As we take the cinematic view of King's Row, this London environment, home ground for you.
Yeah, home ground. Do you want me to tell the fun fact? Do you want me to tell it?
Oh, maybe
Don't we tell the
tease it
fun
now,
fact?
but don't get
Okay,
on the
I'll-
fir- Yeah.
There
tease the
is.
fun
I'll
fact.
tease it. There is an aspect of this map
Uh-huh.
that
Hmm?
relates to the area in London. I'm trying to not to dox myself at the same time.
Oh
Which
my
relates
lord.
to an area in London, the area in London which I used to live in, which I'm from. And it's not like a little subtle, like little mark on a wall. It's a proper thing. But I'll tell you guys at the end of King's Row.
It took you as long to tell the story as it did to tease it, so that's beautiful. Yes, now
Yeah.
we're getting into the map proper here,
Uh,
as it will be. Hope
Proper?
Gardens have mind someone looking.
proper. I thought you played for San Francisco Shock.
Oh, you're very funny all of a sudden, aren't you? But yes, now on King's Row, gonna see, and yes, it will be the brawl on brawl, and Hope
Yeah.
Guardians on the defense, going to be
Ah, wait.
looking for
Wait.
a classic kind of what is referred to as rush, that Baptiste Diva may set up here with this kind of rush. And Hive Mind, they're threatening to play Mercy, but I imagine that's not the case.
Yeah, I just want to point out, Lobsy was playing May, and now they've kind of switched around. Now we're
Yeah,
seeing Lojo on May, which is really weird. I didn't really expect to see this. They're going to be coming out the spawn doors right away, looking to take control of that. So no, they're moving inside the hotel. Really, really nice clean rotation here.
Yeah, very clean rotation. Wall comes up, doesn't quite split the team off as they want, but they have forced the immortality field off Hive Mind already. And now the defenders have used theirs also. No more second chances here for the players as the mech goes down for Hive Mind. Edge are now in a lot of trouble. That's a nice wall. The May is going to be able to ice block out of it. Both Divas do not have their mech in this fight right now.
Yeah, but one Ryan is on top and has that shatter ready to use. Not going to need it, and he used it. Catches Lobsy. Bit of a disrespect there more than anything. Yeah, Hope Guardians are going to be able to take this one nice thing. Well, looks like cleanly quite a long follow-up period here, but they're going to get these picks and win out this fight. Yeah, I mean, ult's looking pretty even across the board, other than, of course, Narrow getting that shatter so quickly. Yeah, looking pretty even here. And I gotta say, really, really nice follow-up from Hope Guardians. And Hive Mind, I mean, they had a clean rotation. Let's see if they do the same through Hotel. Will they maybe vary it up a little bit? Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad.
That's a bad thing to start of this fight here. Bull goes to the shadow anyway, not going to find it. It's going to be Lopsy with a massive high note.
What? This man comes out of nowhere. That's crazy. They were taking the fight on the left side of the statue, and the Hope Guardians probably thinking, oh, we're doing great here. That we've demeched their diva. They're not doing great here. And then Lobsy just comes out here with the three-man honey. But that's not the end of the story here. The beat comes out from Norak. They're trying to keep this one alive, and Hive Mind might actually need to back out of this fight without even a tick to their name.
Yeah, both will come out here creating a bit of a fortress. Narrow, very low there, but it's going to get out. Hive Mind are needing to go on the offensive again. They've got the Blizzard, need to sneak it through. Shinbo, though, with one of their own.
Yes, ult's looking pretty evenly matched across the boards here. Nara has this shatter again. We've seen what he can do with him. Whether it be outplays or disrespect. And the eat from Edges. Oh, that's
Oh.
rough.
Yeah, Edgers gets the eat. High Noon comes up this time,
Oh.
finds a wall, but Ball with a shatter. Not gonna have too much follow-up yet. High Noon coming in from the other side. The Lobsy
shut
and
down.
Lojo getting the value here on the attack. Is it enough to swing this in their favor? It does look like, as Shinbo will be the last to go down. Very nicely done by Hive Mind.
Yeah, Darkson got shut down straight away with the High Noon. Possibly a bit too eager of a positioning there from the Cassidy. Just got shut down straight away. And now Hive Mind are going to be coming into this next fight with the support ultimates that helps them sustain. And they're going to be able to use these support ults to kind of take an aggressive position. But Hope Guardians can swing it right back around.
Oh, massive from Narrow there. Well coordinated with the window now, yet running down the survivors of that fire strike. Although the point was still moving along.
Yeah, not very far though. You know, not even moving past the hotel, to be honest. And yeah, I mean, completely turning the tides of the momentum there. They're gonna be able to hold nice and close on this corner. They've got nearly got some ults to back it up. They've got the beat. They've got the veil as well. They'll be able to hold this pretty nicely. I might need to look for the aggro. They need to look for the engage. And there's a shatter. It's huge.
Yeah, followed up with the bomb as well. The wall just try and stop the follow-up, but we'll find Lobsy. Nice aggressive plays here from the defense all the way to spawn as they touch the spawn doors.
Yeah, I gotta say, from a Lucio main's point of view, I really think that Norak is utilizing his amps a lot better. He's knowing when to use these amps, and therefore the cleanup from Hope Guardians is really good. And you know, when they want to be aggressive, they'll use that amp speed. Whereas Hive Mind, it feels like they're just standing at that choke, and Junko is having to use that that amp just for the heals really early in the fights.
Yeah. Now, Hive Mind lots in the bank here, goes behind and gets walled off. That's going to be an issue. Meanwhile, Shinbo goes aggressive with the Blizzard. Edgers going to find Narrow. Attacking team in a bit of an issue. Both beats come out. Yep, the window also. The damage coming through is high. Dark's unable to get a follow-up shatter from Bull. It's messy here in King's Row.
It's extremely messy indeed. Ed just has the mech back. Oh, I was really hoping he was going to find something with that. But Besners did. Now Junko on the Lucio. Not a lot of stall potential left there. Well, good point presence. And Hive Mind are really going to have to back off here. Really not finding their footing in these attacks. They're not finding the follow-up that they need to. And because of that, Hope Guardians can kind of just stand the choke here and just reign supreme as long as they want.
Yeah, Hope Guardians playing the second point extremely well now. Hive Mind finally choosing to go for another route of attack as they go around this flank. Right into Shatter is blocked, though. Narrow in a bit of a trouble with this wall, able to get out. The High Noon from Dark Sun gonna find Lobsy and the attacking team again on the back foot.
They just keep getting thwarted and thwarted. Both windows coming out. There's a bomb as well from Besness. Doesn't really manage to find anything, but the remake finds Mojo, and that is the May gone and through the window. Dark's just gonna get a nice clean finish up on Ball as well. Just tearing up in this fight is the Cassidy on the side of Hope Guardians. Wow.
Lord, yeah.
It is rough here. Ball's gonna have to switch onto a Ball to try and touch here. Interesting stall pick from Lojo going on the Reaper, but we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, it is panic hour here for the attacking team, just trying to get the touch. Ball already down. Dark Sun has just stepped back into this position where they're safe, but they're just free firing. There's nothing that the attacking team can do. The High Noon as well going to find Lobsy. Utter devastation here on the streets of King.
Oh my god, this guy's getting all the final blows.
Oh my.
Don't care. They don't care at all. Oh, I mean, look. I really do think the Hive Mind did show up second map, and they were a different team on the second map. Maybe we'll see it at a more accelerated pace. Maybe there'll be a completely different team on their defense. We don't know. Yeah, we don't know. Anything can happen in this wonderful game of Overwatch.
Yes, it is
love Overwatch.
beautiful. It's amazing, and it comes to a close on October 2nd. But Overwatch 2 on the horizon. of course, if you've been watching the Irish podcast, already getting that conversations about what teams are going to be, successful in Overwatch 2. And, you are thinking about that, of course, if you're on a long running team. Um, tripped over my words there. But for now, King's Row, we focus on the now. Hope Guardians looking at a very clear win condition. Pretty much get first and to just swing it a little bit by that choke at second. I think they just need to get it to that second corner on that second point. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a tough one for Hive Mind to hold in this time, but we have seen them defend on Anubis quite well. So can they do it again on King's Row?
We will see indeed, Gio. We will see indeed. And yeah, you're right. They do seem to be strong contenders on the defense. Darks,
Ooh, yeah.
maybe going for
teasing
something.
them out, looking for this pick.
Oh,
Oh, been spotted out, yeah.
Oh, Joe, just get spotted out. Yeah, nice wall there from Shimbo. Gonna try isolate Bolt there on the Reinhardt. Looks like
Oh,
Darkson's gonna be
Narrow.
switching back onto the custody. It seems. Yeah, now again in a bit of a sticky situation there, having to rotate a little bit to Hotel. Using the wall defensively there is Shinbo, just trying to help him rotate a little bit. Fight looking to take place in Hotel. As
Yeah,
Narrow
coming round
launches on
through
with the
Hotel.
aggression.
And the counter charge from Narrow going to stop that from coming in from Ball. No follow up from either side for Immortality Field has been used on the side of Hope Guardians now, though, as they don't have that second chance no longer. Here comes the window, though. That's a lot of damage. The wall to try and block it will save Edgers in that moment. But the. Oh my lord, the coming through Hotel again. The counter rotation.
Hope Guardians are a little bit all over the place right now, but that place is exactly what Hive Mind is, which is 6 feet under. And that's not the place you really want to be right now, but that is exactly where they are. A nice, aggressive push. And again, Darks is finding all of those final blows. All of
On another level for sure. And look at it, it's so close to getting done already. His first point's pretty much secured. Darkseid needs to be careful that they're not getting too far forward. They will get back.
I'll be too overzealous here. Oh,
Blizzard
maybe-
comes in, but it's a
okay.
nice eat. And now Lobsy with the high noon on the defense, forcing them back. Oh, it's going to find no rack. They can use this to go in. Lobsy finds Darkseid again.
Lobsy gonna pull it out of nowhere. Barely catching barely catching Norak there on the Lucio. They can hold this defensive position, but they don't find the follow-up. That's the problem here. They're not looking for this follow-up. They've got some nice defensive ults here, though. 4 minutes 30. It's gonna be so difficult for them to hold this one corner for 4 minutes 30. And that's Shatter already used.
Shatter right into a barrier. Narrow
Great
though
ball,
caught
though.
out. Oh, cancelled the Shatter with the charger. Comes the
No
bomb
way.
with the Blizzard. There's a lot going on in this fight, but it is the Hive Mind who get that Blizzard off. Mojo going to follow up onto it for themselves here. And Chitin, though, getting Lobsy. Every elimination that the attacking team get is an issue because of how far away the spawn is. And yeah, you see Narrow coming right back into this one.
Yeah, and Darkson's sitting behind that window. That's a scary sight. Catches Jonko as he's trying to disengage. And there's the lamp there.
And
Oh,
they've
they
been
can't
forced
touch.
off and
They can't
frozen.
even
They
touch.
can't even touch. Hope Guardians have cemented themselves a very good team to play this brawl composition. And King's Row was just
Oh,
utterly
come on. Oh,
one-sided.
Lobsy actually got this. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. It was this.
Yeah, this
it was
noon,
this,
yeah. Yeah, this is a very nice
This is
noon
great.
here.
See, they kind of baited out the yeah, they just didn't see it coming at all. It is crazy that they lost that fight actually, but I think it just goes to show that don't want to mess with the Hope Guardians. You can't let your guard down, and I think that's kind of what Hive Mind did a lot of the time when they were getting these kills. And I think we really saw in that last fight there, they were 2 kills up. They were 2 kills up, and they just didn't find the follow up. It was
Yeah.
a 4v6. They didn't find the follow up, which is really, really crucial, especially when, like you said, the enemy team have the faster respawns. They're going to be there so quickly. If you don't find that follow up, they're just going to regroup. They're gonna even if they find one pick, you're done.
Definitely. I think Hope Guardian obviously now match point. It's going to be that 3-1 if they win it now. Although Hive Mind, they still have a chance to keep in this one. It wouldn't be a full reverse sweep. It would be the semi sweep.
Just every I like that,
um,
yeah.
but yes, obviously Hive Mind now going to have that map choice, so maybe choosing something that's more to their liking, and it will be Dorado.
Interesting. Maybe a bit of a wonky, bit of dive.
Yes,
Inside.
yes. Lots of high grounds on Dorado. Can't really play that brawl composition unless you're going to be TPing about because of those high grounds. So yeah, I think they're trying to get Hope Guardians away from the brawl, maybe. I think that's possibly what this choice is. And you know what? I think that's the best choice for them to go to Dorado.
Yeah, you can kind of see Hope Guardians are super warmed up on this composition at the moment. I think it is unwise to try and match them on it right now. I mean, Darkson is doing ridiculous things on the Casti. Shinbo's finding huge blizzards. Norak and Kaiten, sorry, backbone of the team for sure, keeping things in check. Bez, I guess, yeah, Bez, finding actually quite a lot of eats on blizzards and stuff, and Narrow. I mean, hey, this man is just so aggressive on the Reinhardt, and you love to see it. And it's really scary to walk into that if you're Hive Mind, I think. So forcing them onto a map where they need to play Monkey, I think might be their best bet.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, you could see the ball come out as well, so I'll be down to what these teams prefer. And Lobsy highlighting the message in chat, just saying these games are so fun. And honestly, yeah, they do look fun, Lobsy. You look like you're having fun with that hide-in for sure. And yeah, Hope Guardians now looking though to get that free to 1. Hive Mind need to bring it up here to equalize. Can they be the first ones to defeat Hope Guardians? Well, it's going to be a journey if they are going
You know, Lobsy, for the rest of for chat, Lobsy is actually in the future right now. How crazy is that?
Well, technically, so are we.
So cool. Oh yeah, we're in the future.
Does that
Cool.
blow your mind?
Whoa! No, it blew my Hive mind.
Wow. I was
Yeah.
really hoping you wouldn't say that. That's why I was being so guarded.
Yeah, you let your guard down.
I said it for. I used guard first.
Yeah. Don't
But
mind
yes.
me. I'm just
No.
trying to make some good puns here.
Yeah, I think we predicted this pretty well as we go to Mexico. It will be the double shield from Hope Guardians. This poke-based composition up against, well, Lobsy's teasing Doomfist. Is
That'll
this
be
actually what we will get?
I hope they don't play Zen Brig with the dive, because that's kind of dangerous. You do get more output of damage, that's for sure. Because if Jonko can wield that Zenyatta, that can be very, very dangerous. But you don't really want to play the Zen here, right? Okay, you know what? They've got
yeah,
a plan,
going
and
for
they're
it,
gonna
yeah.
execute it.
I think utilizing the Discord orb, yeah, Lobsy going immediately on this flank. Be curious to see what the setup is. Of course, coordinating onto. Oh, spotted already.
Ooh, yep. Okay. I mean, it's a Sigma. It's a break.
Lobsy went in alone.
Yeah, that is also partially. Just get, you're gonna get tunnel vision down very quick. There's a dive coming out. Bolt again, just so much CC, so much damage coming out, and it's difficult to even get a footing. But even that, if that's the case, even there's little healing, Bolt finds a way. He finds a pick onto Darkson on this Hanzo. Okay, yeah, but
Ooh. Deep dive right onto a Reaper. Now that's a bad situation for a Monkey. Lobsy though is going to get revenge for their tying, stepping up to the plate and beyond it with these plays. Now, Hive Mind, they have equalized some of their losses here, and they're going to be pushing forward into this Orisa. Narrow in a lot of trouble, but Lobsy is taken out for it.
yeah, maybe getting a bit too overzealous there, but Jonko's going to even things out on the Zen, doing hella damage, taking out both of the tanks there. Nice work here from the Zen. I gotta say, don't know how this is working with the Zen. I don't know how Bol is living as much as he is. Also, I want to say, Hope Guardians kind of coming out here with prediction picks. Shinbo on the Reaper from the start, kind of predicting that they were going to be playing that Monkey, which is a really good call from them.
Definitely, but it does mean that it's very vulnerable to Doomfist once that fade is used, and we've seen that already. Lobsy utilizing that. But yeah, Jungkook on this Zenyatta is lethal, and that's clearly why they've chosen it. Here comes a dive, big boop, gonna force off the Reaper. The
Oh, the
bomb
shield
from
just
Edgers
broke.
gets
It
value
just
beyond.
broke. The shield broke a millisecond before the bomb went off. That is absolutely crazy timing. Ball falling very, very low here.
Yep.
It's
They
okay.
go back to their team. Gonna get that healing. There goes
Okay.
Shinbo. Yeah, this is working out for Hive
How
Mind.
they
Dark
getting away with
Sun
this?
on the soldier trying to deal with Lojo, but Lojo's movement's too slick as they're continuing to just push this payload. Payload has barely stopped.
Yeah, I mean, 5 minutes 30 coming into point C. Again, Hive Mind coming out as almost a completely different team, taking most of these fights dry. Now he's going to be on this Ryan now. Jonko finding
Oh.
2 in this fight. Wow.
On another level, Jungkook constantly proving themselves as Zenyatta to look out for in this tier. Now, as they push forward, they've got plenty of ultimates here. Shinbo has swapped yet again, but it's all about getting that EMP, and do they have the time? Here comes a duplicate onto the right.
Yeah, 2 picks in the favor of Hive Mind. However, it's a chance to what is happening? Lobsy finds a 3-man with the doofus. Oh, that's absolutely ridiculous. How they're finding value with this, I mean, this mishmash composition, I don't know. But what I can tell you, Gio, is that it's working, and Lobsy just got deleted.
Yeah,
Darks is on cast. Oh no.
Darksun has said that's enough, pulls out the old Peacemaker. Naro is also going to find Cinnamon just as the rally comes in, so they're not going to get that extra armor. Ascendant's used quite late, though.
Yeah, not really much of a fight left to sustain. Junko's going to get hacked up. And difficult for him to get a value now. And Lojo Fools, it doesn't look good here for Hive Mind. And honestly, a lot of stagger picks. But, to be fair, they had a 5-minute 30 time bank coming into 3rd point. So it's not really the biggest deal that they're losing some fights here.
Yeah, so Hope Guardians, after their spree of playing mystery heroes, they have chosen to go for this brawl composition with the Echo. Sorry, with the Sombra, who's now got the EMP. Of course, in the rock paper scissors of the free core compositions of Overwatch, Brawl will beat out Dive if played, if played in how both want to play.
On paper, yeah.
Yeah, on paper.
Oh,
EMP.
that's a big EMP. EMP coming out, finding 4.
Oh no, though. The follow-up's not good.
Oh no, it's not. Shit, Lobsy goes a little bit too deep. They're gonna find a platter of CC with his name on it. Bomb comes out, trying to space them out a little bit. Bolo going completely deep here. He thought he was gonna be able to use a primal, but gets hacked up. He goes deep without counting for the fact that there is a Sombra. Darkson hitting all them shots with that Peacemaker.
Now who can pop off the most, Drumcog or Darksun? It's the battle of the carries as they are pushing forward. Lobsy is back in this.
Okay. Yeah, Junko.
On another
Okay.
level. Narrows back for Shatter. That's
Ooh.
big.
That's big, yeah. Kaita's going to come back on the Morrow. I'll get all this nice, yummy final boss. But it's just so back and forth. I mean, Hive Mind, when they come to play, they really, really do. And they're going to find loads of picks here. But again, all the way to the end, 2 minutes 30 remaining. They're doing it in bits, but it's working well. And I don't know how they're making this work. Bull seems to be living much more than he should be, especially considering the fact that he doesn't even have an Ana. Or any, like, large amount of burst healing to keep him up, so...
I think it's also the way that Lobsy wants to play. You should really be playing a Zarya at least with it to get a bubble to keep them alive.
You know.
Oh, getting fully distracted. The entire team turns for Sombra.
Yeah, all of them just walk the opposite direction.
Like Skyrim aggro.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like they're actually just going to take a completely different rotation. They know that Shinbo's close to that EMP.
Yeah, EMP, yep, ready.
Ready to use. Now on this Ryan. Looking for that
Dive.
close range damage.
Yeah, Dive comes in, Duplicate also. EMP looks to stop it all though, and that's going to put the attackers in a lot of trouble as the follow-up from the defense onto that EMP is very nice. Yeah, that's going to be all that she roll for that attack. Very nicely played because you saw Hive Mind being careful of the EMP, but then at some point they were like, for it. They just all ulted and then he got EMP.
Yeah, I don't know how okay, okay, now that they're actually wait. Okay. This is interesting. Okay, what
Okay,
what is going on?
sick ball.
Okay. All right, that's not bad. The Reaper is a bit of an odd choice. It doesn't really do anything here.
Look at
I
the
don't really
scout
feel.
though from Shinbo.
Yeah, this is
This
great
entire
scouting.
movement's been scouted out.
Yeah. Looking rough for Hive Mind. They're really struggling to find a footing and to kind of have an anchor point from which to move from. Because Shinbo, crucially, he's hacked at a Mega right there. They can't anchor around it and use it to, you know, kind of sustain themselves.
Shinbo
but
got too
Lobsy-
close to Lobsy.
Oh,
Yeah, and
Fly
that's
too
gonna
close to
allow
the
this
sun.
to push now. Yeah, here comes the big slam coming in from Ball on the ball. Window comes out with the Graviton Surge. That's a big combination because they're tied to that, and you're going to get the damage anyway. Dark Sun gonna get the High Noon taking out their opposing Cassidy. Peacemaker and Peacemaker, and one will look out to be the victor. It's 7 seconds to go. Can Ball stay alive to even get a touch?
he is hacked, so he doesn't really have his cooldowns to even touch.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
touch. Incredibly
Yeah.
well played by Hope Guardians to notice the switch, the adaptation. That's the key word here. Adaptation
Adaptation.
from Hope Guardians really came in clutch.
Yeah, I do think that of all the points to for Rush that it really works on Dorado is definitely the third point. It's really difficult to play on that second point, and especially that third point, especially on the defense, because you'll just get thwarted by soft dives, and then bit by bit you'll just get, you know, chipped down to nothing. But on that
Yeah.
third point, you can take control of the space a lot better. The cart has to move through the low ground, and it's a lot easier to kind of control your enemies with that close quarters, damage.
Yeah, definitely. Now, as we look to what Hive Mind are going to go for on their defense, I'm immediately concerned because
Yeah. No,
Lobsy
sorry, yeah.
was very aggressive on the Doomfist, and it didn't always work out. And you have that on the defense now. That's going to be even more of a risk to have an aggressive Doomfist on your defense.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of want to play the Zarya here. I mean, I personally, I kind of prefer the Zarya on the defense anyway, rather than a Diva. I feel like the Monkey can get really good value out of the bubbles. And especially if you're playing that Doomfist. I mean, and again, they're playing this Brig Zen backline. I don't know why. They've now switched round. Now Cinnamon's on Zen. So, don't really know what's going on with the backline of Hive Mind now. They need to figure something out. Not
Yep,
coming out from Narrow, though.
Immediate dive there to try and control this red building in the center. Dark Sun in the sky has the Mercy pocket, while Lojo does not, only has the Zen pocket. That's going to take them down. I mean, of course, Lojo is out, but the res onto Shinbo, yeah, already Hope Guardians getting away with it. Very deep dives there from Ball.
Yeah, I mean, when you don't, it's bad enough when you have an Ana and you don't have, and your Monkey goes out of LOS and unable to heal. But when you only have Zen Brig, I mean, you turn that corner, what can they really do? They can't throw that nade and get that burst healing onto you. All they can really do is kind of press a button and hope that you live. And now moving on to the, yeah, Hive Mind are doing some, what is going on? They are doing some weird things here. Seems like the backline's really, really uncertain. And I don't even know if they'll be able to get a solid fight coming in here. The end
Yeah,
of,
if they get the touch, it's all about Ball building up this Primal Rage as well. But are they backing out here? Yeah, they are. But apart from Lobsy, who's in deep.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a real separation from Lobsy in the team right now, which is unfortunate because it's really causing issues. Oh, the follow-up there.
Okay.
Lojo gonna find Narrow.
yeah, the Discord Orb is actually doing quite a lot here. I think Cinnamon's applying it quite effectively. But again, the problem is that sustain just isn't as good, so you have to be so much more careful. And you can see it, look, all the members of Hive Mind are just falling so low, and they need to back off straight away. Yes, they're on defense, so that makes it a little bit more manageable, but they're not really playing like it. They're going so deep here. All's got the Primal, though.
Yeah, duplicate now onto the Diva for the side of Hope Guardians, immediately demexed, but that's where you go for Diva, you get a secondary life. Norak has the Nano, is going to utilize it now onto the Monkey of Narrow, but Narrow isn't getting too much value from it, unable to push forward. Now that they weld are now on the brick, that's going to be an issue. Here comes the Blossom, but the follow-up not quite there. Stunned over by Lobsy.
Yeah, and it's a kind of even fight here in terms of the eliminations coming through. Lots of ults being used by both. The copy comes on from Lojo onto the Zarya. Grav can be a really good tool here to try and get the turn the tides of this fight. Riley uses well, I think, to keep Lojo up. The Grav comes out. It's big. Catches Darkson and Titan there. And finally, Hivemind can actually just take a moment and regroup.
That's what you want to see. Yeah, ball following up very well there, getting a lot of those eliminations. Now settling on the high ground. That's where they really want to be, up on the high ground, where they can have a nice view of the plane, utilize that Discord nice and early, spam them out with the Zen, and of course that whip shot onto the attacking team once they get there. Odd rotation from the defense, though.
A little bit of an odd rotation, looking to kind of bunker up inside this house there. Not much way of keeping
Shinbo.
point. That's rough.
Yeah, Shinbo coming up big with an elimination. Lobsy's out of this one. Bomb utilized, but Shinbo going to get followed up with that beam of Echo, tearing down the half-elf character. Lojo stepping up big time. Dark Sun trying to end the spree of eliminations there. Titan trying to stay alive. Maybe try and get a res as well. Big beam coming out from Dark Sun. Going to demech the Diva here. That's going to be big moving forward. No longer has the support line of the defense as the attacking team has the advantage.
That's rough. Yeah, Hope Guardians put all their resources into just keeping Narrow alive there. We saw Kaiton use the Guardian Angel trying to keep him up, and then he still soloed. Norak had to use that Nano. Touch coming out here though from Edges. But that grab, they're just not going to be able to touch after that.
Yeah, they got the grab, but I'm not really sure if the grab was needed. They might want that moving into third. Of course, they don't need to get it all the way here in third point, as they have 3.5 minutes and they defended well. But Ball has switched on to Ball here. Gone for some changes. We have Edgers on the Sigma also, and a Genji.
That's a very odd pick. Yeah, Hivemind seem to be playing a little bit of Mystery Heroes here, just like Hope Guardians on their third point defense. But hey, I mean, whatever works is gonna work. With Shinbo coming in with this Blossom, it is going to be really, really scary.
Yeah.
We need to see Hivemind really taking control of this next fight. Otherwise, they'll just get walked over by Hope Guardians.
Oh yeah, Jungkook went low there. Gonna get a follow-up with the stickies. Nano's coming onto Narrow now, who's gonna push forward. Transcendence comes out, but unfortunate for some of the members there. A little bit too late to save them. Now the Zenyatta's in a dark place, as they have been sent right to spawn. Dark Sun with the copy onto the Genji, and gets that blade nice and quick with elimination onto Edgers. This is a big issue for the defense right now.
And the anti-nade coming out onto Lobsy and Jonko is going to delay them even more. They have the rally to try and sustain this fight. But other than that, what they really have, Darkson finding massive value on the Echo. Going to take out his Echo counterpart. The grab somehow charged up so quickly by Bez. The mines are there from Bull to try and sustain the point, try and keep the fight alive. Cinnamon falling to the prime of Narrow. This isn't looking good for Hivemind, as one by one they fall and are pushed off the cart. And what can they really do here, Gio, but wait for the inevitable?
Yeah, this one is continuing to push forward. Hope Guardians looking to secure this one 3-1 here as they continue to go forward. Kaiton stepping up big. So is Norak, the support line, being some devastating damage for the defense.
No way, they're still touching.
Yeah, they're grasping, trying to keep on to this, trying to bring it back. But the Hope Guardians are going to secure the bag, secure the dub. That's going to be 3-1 here in this series for the Hope Guardians.
Yeah, I think in general, just a bit more stability when it came to their compositions, a bit more knowledge of, maybe a bit more map knowledge and a bit more understanding of what they were doing with their compositions. It seemed like Hivemind really, for a while, just did not know what they were doing. This was crazy. That
Massive 3-man Meteor Fist, but yeah. That's going to be a nice, strong win for Hope Guardians, continuing their reign. Long may they reign, because it is fourth of them now overall in the standings, and you're going to be feeling pretty good about it.
I just realized I didn't tell my fun fact about King's Row. Should I?
Maybe another time. Or now. I don't know. I'm not you.
I'm me, and I want to tell my fun
Okay,
fact.
well, tell
Gio.
your fun
Okay,
fact.
here's my fun fact. Okay, I thought we were brought off it. My fun fact is that the bus near the spawn doors or in King's Row, the 629 bus actually goes down my high street, very, very close where I live in London.
Yep.
How cool
Well,
is that? Be
That's
impressed,
very
Gio.
cool. But
Be
yeah,
impressed.
Hope Guardians are riding the W bus because it's all
Oh yeah.
wins for them. Well, not in terms of
battle
maps.
bus.
Hive Mind took a map from them. And that's something to take note, because if Hive Mind could take a map from Hope Guardians, there's that longevity that kind of down the line, could they then utilize that and push that to take, a series from them. But Hope Guardians probably rising in the standings for a lot of people's predictions as well.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think Hive Mind completely bended over backwards at the sight of Hope Guardians. They definitely did put up a fight.
Yeah, they held their own.
I don't know. That Dorado just really wasn't. It really wasn't it. I feel like if they played something a bit more standard, I think they really could have had it. I think Bull on the Monkey was going for some really good pushes, and a lot of the time he was finding some really nice engages. Maybe if Lobsy and Bull actually, were a bit more synced up on the Doomfist and Monkey, and they had a bit more sustain from like an Ana, could have been great. But hey, these things happen. It's not about what happens in the game. They probably have coaches. They'll look at it after and they'll learn from it, and it's a great learning experience. And they did do pretty well, to be honest. And we've got to give credit to them.
Yeah. I mean, you can scrim your entire career, right? But nothing will get you more proper big lessons than playing in tournaments like this. But yes, that is the end of today's broadcast. Thank you for both teams for supplying us with that sweet, sweet entertainment that we love. Thank you for everyone that came along into chat and to watch, and those that followed along. We appreciate your support. Thank you, Crumble, for joining me.
Thank you, Gio.
Yes. My name's Gio, been casting for you today. And yeah, don't forget to laugh loud and love yourself, folks. Good night.
And then, of course, Narrow getting that shatter so quickly. Hell yeah. Yeah, like pretty even. And I gotta say, really, really nice follow-up from Hope Guardians. And Hive Mind, I mean, they had a clean rotation. Let's see if they do the same through Hotel. Will they maybe vary it up a little bit? Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad.
That's a bad thing to start of this fight here. Bull goes for the shatter anyway. Not gonna find it. It's gonna be Lopsy with a massive high note.
Try and touch here. Interesting stall pick from Lojo going on the Reaper, but we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, it is panic hour here for the attacking team. Just trying to get the touch. Ball already down. Dark Sun has just stepped back into this position where they're safe, and they're just free firing. There's nothing that the attacking team can do. The Highland as well gonna find Lopsy. Utter devastation here on the streets of King.
Oh my god, this guy's getting all the final blows. All of those final blows.
On another level for sure. And look at it, it's so close to getting done already. His first point's pretty much secured. Darkseid needs to be careful that they're not getting too far forward. They will get back.
I'll be too overzealous here. Oh,
Lizard comes in, but it's a nice eat. And now Lopsy with the high noon on the defense, forcing them back. Oh, it's going to find no rack. They can use this to go in. Lopsy finds Darkseid again. These plays. Now, Hive Minds, they have equalized some of their losses here, and they're going to be pushing forward into this Orisa. Narrow in a lot of trouble, but Lopsy is taken out for it.
Yeah, maybe getting a bit too overzealous there, but Junko's going to even things out on the Zen, doing hella damage, taking out both of the tanks there. Nice work here from the Zen. I gotta say, don't Monkey, which is a really good call from them.
Definitely, but it does mean that it's very vulnerable to the Doomfist once that fade is used, and we've seen that already. Lopsy utilizing that But yeah, Jungkook on this Zenyatta is lethal, and that's clearly why they've chosen it. Here comes a dive, big boop, gonna force off the Reaper. The
Oh, the
bomb
shield
from
just
Idris
broke.
gets value
It just
beyond.
broke. The shield broke a millisecond before the bomb went off. That is... Wow.
On another level, Jungkook constantly proving themselves as Zenyatta to look out for in this tier. Now, as they push forward, they've got plenty of ultimates here. Shinbo has swapped yet again, but it's all about getting that EMP, and do they have the time? Here comes a duplicate onto the right.
Yeah, 2 picks in the favor of Hive. I know, but that's so what is happening? Lobsy finds a 3-man with the
Yeah.
Peacemaker.
Now, who can pop off the most, Jungkook or Dark Sun? It's the battle of the carries as they are pushing forward. Lobsy is back in this.
Okay. Yeah, Jungkook,
on another
okay.
level. Narrows back for Shatter. That's
Ooh,
big.
That's big, yeah. Kaita's going to come back on the Morrow. I'll get all this nice, yummy final boss. But it's just so back and forth. I mean, Hive Mind, when they come to play, they really, really do. And they're going to find those eliminations coming through. Lots of odds being used by both. The copy comes on from Lojo onto the Zarya. Grav can be a really good tool here to try and get the turn the tides of this fight. Riley uses well, I think, to keep Lojo up. The Grav comes out. It's big. Catches Darkson and Titan there. And
Yeah.
finally, Hive Mind can actually just take a moment and regroup.
That's what you want to see. Yeah, both holding up very well there, getting a lot of those eliminations.
Even across the board, other than, of course, Narrow getting that shatter so quickly. Yeah, like pretty even here. And I gotta say, really, really nice follow-up from Hope Guardians. And Hive Mind, I mean, they had a clean rotation. Let's see if they do the same for Hotel. Or they maybe vary it up a little bit. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's real bad.
That's a bad thing to start of this fight here. Bolt goes for the shatter anyway. Not gonna find it. It's gonna be Lopsy with a massive high now.
In the dark, looking for a place to hide you. When I want to run back in the shadows and find you. Oh, tell me I'm wrong, tell me I'm gone crazy. Ooh, oh, tell me to stay, tell me I'll make it this way. A secret, baby. I'm over my head, hearts want what they want, and then it's too late. When I took the step, was I moved by lust? Was I moved by faith? The truth has a way of finding the light, or changing in time.